Moin Moin und Servus aus den Karpaten. After an extremely hot and dry spring, finally we have one of those rainy days. So I'm hiding in the workshop right now, watching the rain from inside here. And it's one of these chances where I get to do stuff I usually don't get to do because I'm in my routine in spring. And one of those things was checking in the barn. We are currently renovating up there. And I had the chance to look into our Pleurotus growing pot where we put some Pleurotus mycelium in, late autumn, pretty late. But it still grew, and even though I didn't regularly put water there, so I'm happy we got something there. And starting now when the temperatures are back up, I guess it will produce even better. And other things I'm taking care of, I have to spread some cow manure in the greenhouse, we'll check that later. I started putting that inside before in the video. And yeah, small stuff, repairing the chainsaw, getting some stuff here sorted out. You see it's a bit of a chaos here in the workshop. It's never really tidy, but right now it's really bad. Then we had a big problem with our water pump. So yeah, we have some problems with the suction every few years. It gets blocked, and then this time I started fixing it, and then we got a leak at another point. I fixed that leak, then something burst at another point. So it's one of the things when you get started repairing something, the next thing breaks, and so better you change it all. In the end we had to call for someone to help because I couldn't do it myself. But after 1 week without water in the house, we've got water again, and we've got rain, so I'm super happy. And yeah, let's take a look up to the barn. I wanted to take something up with me. Where did I put it? Yeah, keep your space tidy, helps a lot. That's what I need. Next to the greenhouse, maybe you see the tank lying there. So we haven't installed it before these rains, unfortunately. As soon as these rains are over, I'll get it into the ground, connect the rain gutter, and then yeah, we'll have some stored water, actually 3,000 liters for the probably pretty hot and dry summer. And here you see our apple trees have got some nice blooms at the moment, so I really hope there won't be any frost coming. The temperatures dropped nearly 20 degrees, so from 28 we went to 8 degrees today. Let's hope we won't have any freezing. Here in the forest garden, the trees look pretty happy after this beautiful rain. And here we have the cob barn. This is where I found the Pleurotus. So what they do is, inside here they have what they feed on, the straw. The mycelium was put inside, and then they started growing out of these holes. I put too little straw, didn't put water regularly, so it could look better, but it still worked fine. Something else I'm fixing right now is the water system here. It was improvised, 6 years ago when we started working on the barn. We put the rain gutter here, pretty professional, but then the connection we improvised. Also the connection down there, which leads to the shower, which you can't see behind the trees. And below you see the compost toilet. So this whole system was improvised and broke down. So one of the things I learned, don't improvise. Sledges are going back into the barn for storage. And here you see how far we came with the workshop last year. So yeah, what we did here is we had a little workshop with Alex. He helped mixing everything up here. And yeah, we ended up with finishing this part of the barn. During the next cob workshop. Beginning of summer we'll finish this part here. In between or after that we'll install a second etage here, a second space up here. Just put some nice wooden planks, maybe a division in the middle so we have two separate sleeping spaces, and put up some beds for our volunteers. And then we'll start with the finissage with all the small details like filling up these holes. In summer it's not too bad, but in spring, autumn, when it's cold already, you really don't want the wind going through here. In summer it's pretty nice, but if you want to use it for the whole season, they have to go. Also up here, beautiful light, but if you want to use it all season, also this has to be fixed. And lots of small stuff. We want to install a small kitchen on one of the sides, so the volunteers can cook up here, and also during events we can just stay in this area, so we don't always have to go down to the campsite to use the facilities. And we've still got most of the material prepared, so we put some hydro insulation first, because we did get some wet spots on the floor here. And then we mix sand and clay with straw. And the mixture, last time we experimented a bit. So here 3:1, 2:1 and 1:1. And actually the 1:1 looks pretty nice. Although it did get some cracks. Here also some cracks. So maybe this one actually is the best. Yeah, so that's what we have to do later. Right now what I'm doing is I'm opening this little guy, which I need for grass cutting soon. Just freshening it up for the season. So before the season starts, just giving it a little checkup, and as you can see, yeah, you see it's being used a lot. Here we've got some little damage, but luckily it has this protection here, so hope it's all fine. Nothing too bad. And while I'm doing this, maybe you can take a look at the beautiful scenery I'm enjoying while I work.